Yo boys, you're back with another video. Today we're going to be playing Rogue DK. We out here gaming, and let's go on with the video. We're going to set up the Shaman, we're going to kidney shot the Warrior, and then off his trinket we're going to blind. So as you can see, we're opening here, we're going to make sure we resap. So we're going to restun him if we can, restun, get the sap him again. We're going to blind instantly on his trinket and win the game. As you can see, we trinket fear and we just take him out. The best thing about this comp is DK does so much damage to where the rogue can CC and you can save all your offensive cooldowns for that exact moment. So this is where you face a tank and a warrior. Now, usually you'll lose this almost 6 out of 10 tries. So every 6 goes you're gonna lose, every 4 goes I'd say you win. Just because of how broken tank is for that 30 seconds, it's almost unlivable. So as you can see here, my DK pumps everything he has on the warrior here. We actually do kill the warrior in like a couple seconds here, as you can see, with my DK and me pumping him. So as you can see, the druid's damage is going to be pumping up. As you can see, he's already doing max damage and always clicking his thrash. He kills my DK, and if I didn't get a re-stealth here, or if I used Vanish for offensively, I would have just lost the game right there. Thankfully, when you're facing some type of this comp, you need to save those defensive cooldowns just in case. Now, off Incarn, you're going to open. Just remember, don't just instantly come out and break the sap or the revive, because you can just wait the 3 seconds and then sap him. He's out of form, so you can mark for Death Kinium for Trinket. He's going to Trinket instantly. We honestly should have restunned instead of going for the Viscerate. Not a really big deal. He skins here. This is the point where you need to run again, because on skin he's going to be doing big damage. Like as you can see, he's got me to 150 with a few seconds of time. As you can see, off DR, we're just kind of pumping him, and then we are going to be kinning him off DR, so it's off DR now. Kinney, and even without Shadow Dance, he does get taken out, and big damn. So that's tank for you. Good game. Here, when you're facing a Resident Rogue, what you're going to do is, now, you wait and stealth for a little bit, try to get the sap if you can, because always clicking that sap macro is really good, because you never know, you could get them out. I think I do randomly Fan and Knives one of these guys out, and it's really good. You really want your DK running Silence. My guy ran Silence like a few games, not every game. I think you should run it every game, because if you can Silence, like while you're doing Burst, that's just free trinket, and then we just full kidney, and it's GG. So, as you can see, I'm going to Fan and Knives randomly soon, because after I couldn't find them, you get more chances of getting with Fan and Knives than you do with actually the sap macro usually, especially on a big map. So as you can see, I Fan and Knives, I get him out, I instantly Kidney Bomb. Unfortunately, the Druid is max range. I could Trinket sap the Druid, as you can see, he hasn't healed him yet, so we do blind him here. I think my DK does break it though, because he's playing, he's a DK, so zug. I sap off of it. And as you can see, we got every cooldown from the Rogue already. Evasion, Trinket, Cloak. We swapped the Druid for 1 second because he Trinkets, and as you can see, he gets globaled by the DK and the Rogue's damage, and he gets taken out in the opener yet again. So not much he can do about that. For the next game here, it's going to be Hunter and Mistweaver. Now versus this, you usually want to be going Hunter. Now I really wanted to go Mistweaver on the opener, since I could tell the Mistweaver was not that good. Because obviously he hasn't even put Port down, so I was going to sap. But we still get the sap regardless. We go Hunter with the Kidney. We're going to try to restun instantly. So we restun off his Trinket. So unfortunately we didn't get it. Now we do. I Smoke Bomb late so I can resap. I resap him. We get Turtle. So Trinket, Turtle, Pet Sack. We open on the Mistweaver now. And if my guy was running Silence, he would need a Silence off the cheap shot to keep the go going. So we might have got Trinket from the Mistweaver. Unfortunately here, my guy needed that Ice Bomb before he got hit with the aim shots. So he would have been literally almost full HP. He was actually really close to getting touched here. He actually should have got touched to death if the Mistweaver was playing aggressively. But we do get a blind here. We're going to stun him. We're going to stun him now. I think we almost lose this game. I thought he was going to Trinket instantly, but he doesn't. So he holds. Now he Trinkets. So it's really bad on his part, which I guess technically it was good, because he would have got resapped on his Trinket and they would have lost the game. So this guy actually pre-feigned deaths, and I kidney the pet, but I still win because I don't space my sons, and I get a really lucky Trinket crit because he doesn't have pet sack. I think maybe he does. So as you can see, we get our 5 combo points. We're gonna Vanish sap the Mistweaver, so we sap him. As you can see, we kidney the pet, so he does get a nice good pre there. We 1v1 him here, and I almost don't have symbols enough damage. I thought he wasn't gonna die. We get really lucky. Oh, beautiful. Oh, we just did him 30. Thankfully, it wasn't like an H power like a priest, because he would have got instantly like stacked or bopped or guardianed, and we would have lost that game. But thankfully, we got his main cooldown, his orb, and that's the only cooldown that can really save him. So we get a nice old-fashioned W. Now in the next game here, we're going to be facing Hunter Druid. Now usually with this comp, you're going to want to be going Hunter. Now the only problem with going Hunter is if a good Hunter will just trap you non-stop and you'll never get to play the game. And they're just going to kill your DK in like 2 seconds. Because really, if they just use their one defensive cooldown on his burst, we don't really get cooldowns. So if the Druid instantly Iron Barks and like puts thorns on him and that stuff, the DK is just going to be killing himself, and I can't attack him because I'll have to force Cloak out to use it, which is really bad. So I try to distract him. He does get a flare. We're going to bomb this instantly. He does bash me. He gets a roar right after that, so really good by that. We instantly swap to Druid because he Iron Barked. As you can see, he just traps my DK there for 4 seconds. I disarm before he stuns me. He DR stuns was really good for us. He could have stunned the warrior or the DK and got a full stun duration. He tranks for no reason, which is really bad on their part. Now, if my guy didn't have his pets on the other guy, I could have blinded the Druid and we could just kill the Hunter since he doesn't have Turtle at this time. But as you can see, he does Thorns himself, and I had to cloak the Thorns because obviously if you're going to be hitting Thorns, you're just going to die. We actually did a really good kill here by the Druid not stacking on the Hunter. If the Druid stacks on the Hunter, the pets are just going to break my blind. So as you can see, I blind him here, and we basically win the game because they're, not stacking. So the pets aren't AoEing him down. I resapped off the blind. We just wait for off DR. I put the trinket down, and we get another fresh W out the wazoo. And for the last game here, ladies and gentiantes, Rogue H-Pile, you always want to be going Rogue here. Now what I do is I'll open on the H-Pile and get combo points, or if your DK will just run in there, he can run in there, the Rogue will open on him, and then you can try to sap the H-Pile and then kidney shot the Rogue. I think here the Rogue opens up on the DK, but the H-Pile is LOS, so just remember, every 6 seconds they're out of combat and you can get that juicy sap. If you can get a sap opener, so if you can get a sap on the H-Pile and a kidney shot on the Rogue, it's really good. As you can see, I'm running 82% mastery, so I'm doing big finishing moves. I could have 84% if I rock the mastery weapon, but I'm running the crit for my daggers, as you can see, my Mog daggers. So as you can see here, we're going to be running up. And always go for that sap if you can. Going for saps are really good. Also, sapping trinkets is really good. I use distract. So as you can see, the H-Pile goes that way. I instantly get the sap. We're going to kidney instantly, so we get a fresh kidney. The H-Pile is going to trinket, and then watch what we're going to do. So he trinkets. Before he can get to the corner, we resap him. And as you can see, we go around his evasion. And we do smoke bomb his seed, and we take him out. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I will see you guys in the next video.